Hi, everyone. This is a brief discussion of the differences between leads, accounts, and contacts in the Senior Care Authority CRM system. And it's very important that you understand the distinction between the three. Actually, in reality, accounts and contacts are closely associated with each other, and leads are kind of a separate beast. So I'd like to start by talking about accounts and contacts. Accounts can have multiple contacts associated with them. So that would mean that in this application, we have things like a Golden Living community would be the account, and the discharge planner and the marketing director and the administrator would all be contacts that were associated with that account. So that's how accounts and contacts work together. Now, in the placement business, how we've adopted this is we've said, well, why don't we make the parent or the person who's placed be the account? So that might be, Papa John. He's the account, and he's been placed in that Golden Living, and he has multiple children. So his client account, named Papa John Jones, right, has contacts named Bill, Bob, and Jeannie, multiple children associated with that client account. So that's how we've used it there to keep things straight. So if we viewed the account of Papa John Jones, we could scroll down to the bottom, we'd see that he has multiple contacts with him. And if we went to any of those individual contacts, we'd see that there's an account that they are associated with, and that would be the Papa John account. Now, you'll discover that contacts cannot be associated with multiple accounts. They can only be associated with one account. But accounts can have many contacts. Okay, next, leads. A lead is really the entry point into the system, and it's really about a single It really talks about a single individual. Say that you receive a lead either from the Senior Care Authority network or from someone in the field, a referral source, they give you a lead. You'll enter in that lead, and that lead will then eventually be converted into an account and a contact, and it will no longer exist as a lead. So if I went to a lead and created, say, a new lead, I'd see that right off the bat it's asking for information like, who's the company? What company is it? Well, in virtually every case here, when you're dealing with a client lead, it's going to be the parent. So this might be Pappy Jones. He is actually the subject of this placement. And then you have Jim Jones, and his relationship is the son of Jim. So Pappy Jones here, all of this other information on this lead sheet refers to him. What is his age? Does he have a spouse? What's his height and weight, et cetera, et cetera. As we go all the way down the screen, we can do a full assessment of that lead here, and then save that as a new lead, and mark the lead status as saying, spoke to contact. I spoke to Jim Jones. Pappy Jones is my new lead, and I save him. And now, when I go to view my list of leads, I'll see that when I look at my leads, I see right here, there's Pappy Jones, and the lead status is spoke to client. And the lead will stay there until something happens to make me want to convert it. And two things may happen. One is you may get very close to placing him, and you'll say, let's move this thing along and do the account and contact. The second thing that might do that is that you may find yourself having multiple contacts with family members. And you see right off the bat that Pappy Jones, I can list Jim, the son, but there's no place for me to list additional siblings. So that would be a great time to convert this lead. And when I do convert it, it says, do I want to create a new account named Pappy Jones? I say, yes, perfect. That's exactly what I want to do. And I don't need this to be an opportunity. That would be something like to say, I want to send this person flowers or a thank you note, or that there's something coming up. In that case, it's not the case. This is simply, I'm going to say I'm going to follow up. Or in this case, maybe the subject could be that it's just other, because really nothing has happened at this point. There's nothing to be done there, but I'm filling out all of the fields that have red, because those are required. Priority, there's no, I'm really just wanting to convert this over and making sure that I've got some entry here to get me through. So I convert it. And this lead now becomes an account in the name of Pappy Jones. It's a client account. All of the information from there, including the lead status, is carried over. And down at the bottom, I have Jim Jones, the contact. So I've now split that lead into those two sides. I've got the Jim Jones contact that relates to Pappy Jones, the parent, who is the account. And that's really the difference, and a little bit about how these things move into the system and move through it. So I hope that that's of some help, and thank you for your attention.